Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Deborah. If you are new here, hello, welcome. If you are a returning subscriber, hi, thank you for coming back. Today I have my amazing husband with me.
Hello, my name is Michael. Thank you for joining us.
And today we'll be talking about money questions you should ask and discuss with your partner before marriage. Important questions you should not overlook before you get married. And without further saying and parana, can we please dash straight into action? Ask if your partner is in debt. Are you in debt? Because when you get married and the other party is in debt, you are going to pay for it. It could be in the way of maybe you cannot live a particular standard of the life you should live. Instead of eating chicken, you'll be eating fish. It could affect the kind of standard of life you want. It could affect your growth. It could affect your investment. Maybe when you should be investing or saving for something, your focus may be on paying the debt for the first 2 years, first 3 years, and it could affect a lot of things. Then you have to have it in mind that the person your husband or wife is owing can come to your office and embarrass you and shout on your head like, oh, or debtor's husband. I've seen people do it, go embarrass the partner of the person that loaned money from them, and they were shouting at the person, and you were not the one that borrowed the money, but because immediately after wedding both of you are one, if your partner is in debt, people can embarrass you because of that, so it becomes your burden too. So are you willing to go through it with this person? What is the repayment plan? What are the things that you have to sacrifice on pending the time of paying the debt, so that you can be prepared and it is not going to meet you unaware? Yeah.
So basically, debts actually place undue pressure on both the couple. Basically, because whatever belongs to one person belongs to the two of you. There's a tendency for people to hide that before marriage.
Yes.
Because they don't want you to feel concerned or feel like, oh, they are not, if it's a man, for example, they are not man enough, or they are not in control of their finances. For whatsoever reason, it is necessary to talk about debts before you go into marriage. Now, the point is not so that you can break up with him or whatever. The point is, because I believe before you even start talking about debt, you already know each other's finances and spending habits and all those things. The reason why you should know if they are debt is so that you can understand how you go to that extent. Yes. Right? Is it because debts don't just happen by themselves? Yeah. It must have been as a result of something. Maybe it could be as a result of loan. So, debt can be as a result of an underlying financial problem.
Or a wrong investment decision.
Yeah, and you should know that before jumping in, before going into the marriage. You should know that. So, you try to make a little bit of investigation. What happened? Why did you get involved in such a debt? And how can both of you find a way to resolve it even before you get into marriage? Because, as I said, especially if the other partner is trying to hide it, it places on you pressure. Even when the other partner is trying to like, oh, can you give some money to do something, or you won't be able to do certain things because you want to repay that loan, right? And not to talk about embarrassment, just as you mentioned, the embarrassment from probably the people that you loan the money from and things like that. So you should talk about it, not so that you will break up, as I said, but so that you will know how to best handle it. And the next point I'm going to be talking about is, are you open to loans? So that's one of the questions you should ask your partner, or you should ask each other. Are you both open to loans? So most people usually advise that you should not take loans, right? But however, it depends, because there might be some opportunities that require you to get more money than you currently have, and that's where loan helps out. Funny enough, a lot of wealthy business people also take loans. So you can do more research about that anyway. But it is important for you to know if your partner is open to loans of or if he or she understands that sometimes you might need to take loan. And the reason for asking this is because if getting the loan to do that investment or to meet up with that opportunity, if it eventually ends up positive, both of you are going to benefit from it. And if it does not, then both of you have to be responsible for it. But at least both of you know that you are taking this risk, but both of you have to be open to it. Because if I'm open to it and she is not open to it, and I see an opportunity and I didn't tell her, for example, and I just go ahead to do it, if anything comes out of it, the responsibility, she won't even, that can cause a problem in the house. And a lot of unnecessary financial burden can place undue pressure on your relationship, which is not that. So, but it is best for you to ask each other, are you open to loans? Do you think we should take loans when some opportunities come? If you are both open to it, then you know what best to do. It's just for you to present your matter to each other in the best possible way. Then you go ahead with it. It's imperative to understand that you should not take unnecessary loans as well. It's important to have this knowledge, and when it is time that you feel that it is important to take a loan, both of you make this decision together.
Next point you should discuss is bills. Who pays for what? Now, a lot of people, maybe because of love, it can happen to anyone. You feel like, hey, when I get married, my husband will do this, and the husband too has expectations. So discuss bills. Who is doing what? So if the wife has maybe like extra 10 million naira today, is it for the wife only? Can she just do anything she wants with the money without even thinking about the family? Like, okay, my family needs this, where can I come in to support? So discuss about bills. Don't assume, because this actually causes a lot of problem in marriage. Don't assume that, oh, my wife will do this, or my wife should know she should help me, or my husband should know is the provider and he should provide. No, discuss about it. For some people, it may be, oh, maybe I would even be changing your wardrobe, or some husband may say, maybe I want to place your allowance, so that you won't be comparing your own husband with someone else's husband. And we are at different stage of our life. Discuss bills, because it takes money to run a home, and a lot of money. Discuss who is responsible for each bill, so that there won't be unrealistic expectations. Let's move to the next point.
The next point for discussion should be savings. How do you prioritize savings? Do you prioritize savings? Because most definitely, probably both of you are earning either from business or salary from a job. You need to find a way to put some money aside, right? Maybe for your future investment, or for some kind of investment, or for anything you want to do for future projects, right? So you need to discuss with each other, do you prioritize savings, and how many percentage, or how do you prioritize savings, or do you just spend everything? I know people that before the end of the month, in fact 3 weeks, the money is already in, and they are borrowing money, you know.
For the incoming money.
For the incoming money. So when the incoming money comes, they've already spent.
They'll just disburse it.
Yeah. So which
no,
well, to me, it's not a very good financial practice. If you want to really do something right in life, you need to, because you need money to do the next best thing.
Yes.
Right. So your current means should be a means to a means.
Yes.
I don't know if I'm making sense, but what I'm saying is that your current job, for example, should not be the end of it. Should be a means to get somewhere. So how can it be a means to get somewhere
if
where
you're not saving?
So both of you should discuss this. How do you prioritize savings? Do you save maybe just 10%? 10% of your salary might not really get you anywhere. Also depends on what you are trying to achieve. So I'm not going to decide for you based on that. You might feel that, okay, you want to do a major project in the next 2 years, and based on your salary, you feel that you need to be saving 50% of your salary and trying to find a way to manage the rest of the 50%, right? That's just an example. But as I said, for both of you to be able to meet up with your expectations, your projects and your aspirations, you need to discuss savings, because definitely both of you have projects that you want to handle.
Yes.
You have investments, you have goals
and
aspirations, right? Now to meet those projects, it's not by mouth, it's money. It requires financial commitment, and to meet up with that financial commitment, you need savings, right? So both of you need to discuss that. How much of your salary or how much of your income do you want to set aside for us to be able to meet up with these projects?
Again, you have to talk about the number of kids, because kids comes with its financial implication. So in case, maybe for instance, maybe my husband wants like 20 and me I want like 10.
I want a football team.
That's a joke. So if one person wants like 20 and the other person wants like 10, you can meet in the middle and do like 15 in this Buhari economy. See, children are expensive. The food they eat, what they wear, you have to train them to the university, at times masters and all that. It's a lot. So you have to be on the same page. If you feel that you can only handle 2 and your partner feels he can handle 8, it's going to tell on your finance. There's a way children tell on your finance, because you have to spend on them. Do you understand? So ask and agree on something. Most times it may not be what you want. You have to meet yourself in the middle.
Unless you are $10, so you might not tell your finance.
If you have a lot of money and you are like, okay, what is 10 children that I cannot take care of?
20 children is, maybe it's just a start.
Go ahead. But if not, it is important to discuss about children, because it has a lot of implication on your finances. Okay.
So the next point for discussion could be, what are your plans for retirement? Right? Because of course, I mean, it's important to start planning early, I think, right? Well, I think it's important, because you can only achieve what you plan for, right?
Yeah.
So you need to discuss about retirement. What are your plans for retirement? What do you intend to keep on doing when you are age? What's that retirement age? Like 60,
50 and above.
From 60 and above, when you can no longer hold a strong job, like when you are no longer very much active to do strenuous jobs, right? So what are your plans? What do you intend to do? You know, that's the period for you to enjoy. Sit back, relax. Well, not very much. Some people are still doing some kind of job, maybe like doing consultancy, right? So what are your plans? Both of you need to discuss this. All right. Do you still intend to continue doing business? For example, do you want to, maybe you have some money in pension or something? Although I don't really think that pension is going to do much for you, but you need to discuss it. You need to probably talk to people that are aged. How did they plan for their own future as well? How did they plan for retirement? Do a lot of research, then discuss it. It's really very important, because you might, so that you are not thinking of something and I'm thinking of, and the other person is thinking of something else. So these are things that you need to discuss, because you need to start saving early for those times too, or planning early for it. Because even your childbearing plan also might follow along with this plan as well. Because if you are giving birth at the age of 40, then I don't think you will be planning to retire soon.
By 50, you can.
By when you are 60 and you are still paying school fees, I don't think.
And you are that.
Where's the time to rest? When you know you still have a lot of demanding things to do. So anyway, it's just about planning. So you need to discuss about this as well. How do you want to plan for your retirement period?
Yeah, thank you. So the next point is vacation. For some of us, we like to enjoy. The enjoyment means stress. For some people, yes, means stress. For some people, they feel vacation is a waste of money. And I'm not talking about people in Nigeria. Maybe they stay in Canada and you're like, okay, let's travel to UK. I'm in Canada, you want me to go to UK. They do not think trying to explore the world and all that is a necessity, why you think that it is important. So that can cause a problem in the home, because your husband thinks that bring that money, we can use it to do something for, like, the person is seeing investment. Then when you feel like I have worked so hard, let's go on family vacation, and life is meant to be lived and enjoyed once, so why can't I? So it's something that may cause disagreement. So it is important to discuss it. Do you think the vacation is a waste of money, or you think rest is necessary? So that's all for this video.
Thank you so much for listening. I believe if you have any questions, just put it in the comment section and we'll be happy to respond. I would like to personally respond to your questions as well.
Aww.
Yeah, I don't mind. So that we can clarify some of these issues. And if you are here to get married, it's good that you are listening to this now, so that you can do more research, have things to discuss. It's easy to discuss it before marriage, so that you can know your partner's point of view about a lot of these things, right? So
yeah, so thank you for coming. Let me thank my husband in the comment section. No, if you want him to come again, okay, click the like button if you got value, and subscribe to this channel if you have not. And I am going to see you in my next video. Bye bye.
bye.
Yeah, she honest.
Oh yeah, girl.